Oh boy, talk about the hashtag van life. So last night I started hearing this kind of weird sound coming, and I was like, what is that sort of rattling sound? And the next thing I know, some guy drives up beside me, he's honking his horn, he's pointing at the van. I'm like, what the heck? And I was pretty close to home, so I just kind of kept driving, pulled into the driveway and thought, well, okay, I'll take a look around the van. I wonder what that sound was. That sound was unfortunately our battery box, which you'll see under here now. Our battery box rusted out, and our two batteries here, as you can see, fell out and took a nice grind along the road. So, two RV batteries, down the tubes, battery box, shot. So, next step, I'm going to take a grinder and I'm going to grind out all that rusted stuff. There's no point in keeping it there now. I don't know what they're going to do. And the other problem here is we could just mount the batteries back here, but our cables, which I've taped up last night, our cables, they're not long enough to reach up into the into this little area here. And the ends of the cables, I can't even believe the battery stayed on, but the ends of the cables now are kind of frayed, so the cables need to be trimmed. I need to add a couple of sections of cable, or wire I should say. The wire needs to be trimmed. I need to add another section of wire, and then try and find new batteries. And we are 4 days before we're supposed to leave for Louisville, Kentucky, so this is definitely going to put a damper on things. All patched up, and I put a blue plastic bag underneath the cover that's there. So that's our cover there, and I just put that in because it's just a wood cover, and now basically the whole underneath compartment of the van is open to the elements. And got our batteries and the scrap metal stacked there, and I'm just waiting to hear back from the RV dealer that we go to. They're trying to get us a couple of batteries. Now, one thing I didn't know is that lead acid batteries, which are your normal like kind of marine batteries or like your car battery, while they're charging, they actually produce a gas, and that's bad news. So when I suggested that we just put the batteries right in here under the bed, the RV company was like, well, you can't do that because the gases will come up and they're not good for you. So the only option at this point is find a welder and have a new box welded in, or I can go with AGM, so basically like a glass battery that doesn't produce any toxic gases, but those batteries are more expensive. Now, that being said, in this climate here where it's already snowing in November and cold, those batteries don't freeze, so we'll actually get a longer battery life, and you can drain those batteries a lot further, which means you'll actually have those batteries they can actually power things longer before you have to turn the van on and recharge them, because remember, we don't have solar here. We just depend on the alternator to charge the battery whenever we drive. So I guess we're gonna wait and see later today as to which way we're gonna take the van, like what we're gonna do. But at this point, I have no power, so we can't run anything. I can't use the heater. I can't do anything in the van at all right now. Bummer. Oh well. Show must go on. So that's it for now, and we'll get the van fixed up. But that's the van life for you. Always a problem to solve. Well, that's it. New batteries installed. The guys did a great job and locked them in there, and I still actually have some storage room under the old bed here. But well, another problem solved for now. That's all I can do, and I got to get some spray foam insulation and spray up in sort of the area underneath. It's all wrapped up in plastic right now, so it should be fine. But Well, once again, we dodged a bullet and we're ready for our trip, and we leave later today, so I got to get on with it. I got a lot of stuff to do today before we head out. See you at the next trip.